Alright, so I am out here, got the Nova in the same spot that it was before after we test fit them wheels, and after thinking about it and stuff, I think I'm gonna mess with it some. I'm gonna try and get a motor in it, maybe not get it like track ready, but kind of get it on its way to kind of help someone else when ultimately I do sell this. So I did end up finding someone that would drill out them rear axles for me. They actually called me, they're done, so I'm gonna pick them up tomorrow morning and get those in. But in the meantime, I decided tonight I'm gonna drop that rear suspension out. I'm gonna clean up everything, and that way when I go to put the axles in and put it back together, I can actually put the right amount of bolts on everything, all the same bolts on everything, because there's mismatch. You know, you need 6 different wrenches and sockets in order to get the rear end out of it, which is ridiculous. So get that all squared away so it's all at least all the same. Kind of work on that tonight, and then once I get them axles in it, we'll put the big wheels back on it, and then I'll end up working on pulling this front suspension off the front of it. I'm probably gonna pull everything. I'm just gonna pull the whole front subframe off. That way I can clean that firewall up real nice. I wanna fill in all the holes of everything that I won't be using or no one should be using, as far as like the heater box, the windshield wiper hole, a couple other ones that are just miscellaneous. Clean those up and then end up painting that firewall. Probably paint the inner fenders and rad support and everything before I put the motor in it. But just kind of clean it up. I'm just gonna kind of do those kind of things. I did end up finding someone that had some rear windows, or rear window and windshield. So I messaged them about those, see if we can get those so we can get some windows in it. And just mainly I'm gonna be doing a lot of cleaning up the car in this video, and then maybe next video work on actually getting a motor in it. So for now, I'm gonna get under here and rip out these ladder bars, the rear end, the coilovers, get everything out and get it on the bench and get it cleaned up. All right, so as you can see by my gloves, which were pretty clean before I started, these things are nasty. So I want to get them all taken apart, get the springs off, and then wash them and see if I can clean them up a little bit better. All right, I don't know what the best way to clean these is. I'm kind of thinking some like Dawn dish soap in a bucket and wipe them off that way with a rag first and see what happens. I don't know if that's a good idea or not though. Maybe I'll use one of these. This is either gonna work great or not at all. I don't really know. Well, I'm gonna do some more cleaning on this, and as you can see, my gloves are toast now. But I'm gonna clean these up some more, and then start working on that rear end. All right, so got them pretty cleaned up. You can actually see the sticker on them again. And I tested the knobs and stuff, and I mean, I don't know if they're exact, but you can definitely feel when you tighten it up, they're harder to compress. And over here, I got all those cleaned up. This is my tub with Dawn dish soap, and there's a scrubby pad in there, it's hard to see. These springs were actually painted blue. I think they're about as good as they're gonna get. I'm probably just gonna put them back together. I'm not gonna paint them or anything. Perfect, they're the same. I got anti-seize everywhere. Now we can start working on cleaning up the ladder bars. So I'm gonna go work on taking those apart and cleaning them. Probably go get some rags or some scrubbies rather, because the one that I used on these is destroyed. So that's gonna do it for now. All right, so I got the housing all painted black, looks really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and get the axles in it now and get this ready to go back in the car, and then I'm gonna paint them ladder bars and stuff. I wasn't originally going to, but I am gonna paint them. Since this turned out so nice, I'm gonna give them a nice fresh coat of paint, and then we're gonna get this back slapped in the car. So, all right, so last night when I was waiting for the paint to dry, I got the new studs in. So, go ahead and slide this guy in here. Perfect. So that's pretty much gonna do it for the rear end housing. We're gonna get these arms up here and get them painted. Even coat, got some runs on them. I expected that. So, but they'll look pretty good underneath there. I don't think you'll be able to see any of it. So, I am gonna open up garage door number 2 and let it air out in here a little bit. All right, so got that stuff untaped and just got it all together. Forgot to film, so figured I better film now, putting it back in the car. So we'll slide this up under. All right, well, I gotta work on getting that panhard bar in. It's all twisted to hell. So I'm gonna mess with that, and then we'll probably check back in, honestly, in the morning. I'm gonna take it outside and see how it looks. So we'll see you in the morning. And now that it's outside, it's like real sweet. This side's definitely the worst looking side, but it fits good. The wheel fitment is good. I'd probably have to trim a little bit on the lip, but it's got some clearance. It looks good on the big tires though. I think it'll be getting small tires if I end up keeping it and building it, but these look cool for sure. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and work on now cleaning up the inside of the garage, cleaning up the floor and stuff. And then once I put it back inside, then I'll be ripping this front end off and starting to tackle the firewall, getting that cleaned up. All right, so this side's gonna suck. So I think rather than having a time lapse of me grinding bolts and trying to cut all of them, we're just gonna tune back in when we're ready to pull the front clip off. That makes more sense. Oh shit. Oh, I just broke my tripod. That's upsetting. Hate to see it. Alright, so now we got the front end off. I don't know if it's better or worse than I thought it would be. I thought it would be, I guess, worse. Got one hole here. Nothing too major. I'm gonna fill those holes in, fill that hole in, get the master off. This over here, this ain't great. Someone's already been in here doing some patches. So I'm gonna try and grind that down and at least make it a little bit nicer. But overall, the firewall is pretty nice. Over here, on the other hand, this isn't bad either. Oh, now the heater's kicking on, so now I'll have to yell. Steering column, that's toast. That's probably gonna get, well, we'll see what we're gonna do, because there's a part of me that almost wants to just get an aftermarket front end. I think it will be better for it anyway, give more room, but at the same time I have this, so kind of up in the air. I'm gonna take this apart for sure and kind of see how bad it is. None of it looks that bad other than like visual, like rust and stuff like that, but like, I don't know. I'm kind of undecided what I'm gonna do here, but that's probably gonna do it for this episode. I'm gonna work on cleaning this firewall up, getting it smoothed up for the next episode. So be sure to tune in and check that out. But in the meantime, be sure to check us out on Facebook, Broken Budget Racing. If you want to buy merch, I have some t-shirts left over. Not a lot, but I do have a couple shirt sizes left. I can get them shipped out next week sometime. Be sure to message me on Facebook or Instagram if you would like to buy one. At OneBadass67 on Instagram, Broken Budget Racing on Facebook. Be sure to like, subscribe. Let me know what you would do. Would you put an aftermarket front clip on it? Or would you just rebuild the stock one and put that back on it? So that's going to do it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.